Welcome back to another episode of the Cracked Open Podcast. This is our Born on the Monday series. I am your host, Goddess Telly.
And this is your neighborhood Scorpio-terius guy, son. She got the perk, I got the perspective. We just adding some perspective for the collective. It's the first Monday of February, and you know what that means. Black History Month is here. Although we celebrate the achievements year-round, this is the allotted month, and we are here to discuss it.
I am excited for today's episode. February may be the shortest month, but it's packed with meaning, love, and so much history. Let's get into it.
For sure. Hey, look, today we're diving into three powerful themes. That's land, legacy, and legal currency. And we're unpacking why February, the shortest month of the year, which even with a leap year, it was chosen as Black History Month. Plus, what we can learn from pioneers like Madam C.J. Walker, AUTHERINELUCY, and Carter G. Woodson, and how that coincides with not just Black History Month, but with today's date of February 3rd and Monday in particular.
Okay then. Ooh, absolutely. And we'll also be sharing some money-making ideas and ways to carry these lessons into our everyday lives. So grab your tea, grab your coffee, or whatever keeps you going, and let's get into it.
So let's start with the question a lot of people ask. I mean, at this point, I don't know if they still asking it like that, but if they are, why was February why did they choose February for Black History Month? Why do you think, Telly?
Well, that's a good question. A lot of people don't realize that February was chosen very intentionally. Black History Month actually started as Negro History Week in 1926, thanks to Carter G. Woodson, who's often called the father of Black history. He picked the second week of February because it included the birthdays of two key figures, Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass, both of whom played major roles in Black history. Over time, that week expanded into a full month as people recognized that Black history couldn't be contained in just 7 days. And that's still not enough, to be completely honest, because Black history is world history. It's 365. But February, that was a strategic choice, not just a random pick.
I know that's right, because we making history every day. You know what I'm saying? And we need to get ourselves to a position where we're focused on collective history, even though we were pushed into the shadows for so long. So we're going to take what we got as far as this celebratory month that we received. But we celebrate Frederick Douglass being born on February 14th, although we don't have definitive proof of the actual month, day, and year that he arrived. Record keeping wasn't as precise for us back then. Now, I do wonder, was he born on a Monday? But how will we ever know? Okay? Mm-hmm. And Lincoln's birthday is February 12th, and both of them were chosen to symbolize freedom and progress in the Black community.
Exactly. And that push for recognition wasn't just about adding more days. It was about making sure that Black achievements weren't overlooked and they darn sure weren't forgotten. The fact that President Ford acknowledged that Black contributions had been often overlooked or neglected speaks volumes. So while February may be the shortest month, the impact of Black history is immeasurable. It's about making sure that we uplift stories, honor our ancestors, and keep that legacy alive, not just in February, but all year long. Black excellence doesn't fit in a box. That would hurt. Could you imagine being cramped inside a container? It definitely doesn't stop when the calendar flips to March. Now, that would just be madness.
Facts. And look, while we're at it, let's make Black history an everyday celebration if you're not already doing it, okay? Not just in February. Now, President Ford was actually born on a Monday.
Ooh.
I see the vision, okay? Ooh. Now, if you know of any other historical important events that happened on either this date or on a Monday in this month, feel free to share. You can either share it in the chat, or you can reach out to us via email. I'll give you mine. Woodgrain John Doe, WOODGRAINJOHNDEAUX @gmail.com. All right. Speaking of legacy, let's talk about Madam C.J. Walker. She was born on a Monday back in 1867. Now, that's right, Chantel?
You know, we had to fact check, so that's right. And her story is legendary. Born Sarah Breedlove in 1867, she was the first in her family born free after slavery. So you already know she came into this world carrying the weight of change on her back. You understand? But life wasn't easy. By the time she was 7, she was orphaned. By her early 20s, she was widowed and raising her daughter alone while working as a laundress, barely making $1 a day. Now, most people would have folded under that type of pressure, but not Sarah, not old Madam CJ, you understand? Not old Sarah. She took her struggles and flipped them into success. When she started losing her hair due to stress and harsh treatments, she got innovative. She got smart. She bucked up. You understand? She was born on a Monday. She experimented. She studied hair care, and eventually she created her own line of products designed especially for us, for the Black woman, because back then nobody was catering to us like that. She later rebranded herself as Madam CJ Walker. She didn't just sell hair products. She built a whole empire. She trained thousands of women in entrepreneurship. She created jobs and stacked up wealth in a time where Black women weren't even expected to be business owners. Look at us now. You understand? We're talking about the first self-made female millionaire in America. Black. bold, and breaking barriers. She didn't just make money, she made history, okay? She made history. Now, what I love about her and how she used her success to lift others, she employed thousands of women as sales agents, giving them financial independence. Plus, she donated to causes like the NAACP and schools like Tuskegee.
Now, look, that's legacy on top of legacy. That's ironic. What was your childhood nickname?
CJ.
Wow.
CJ, you already know. Chantel Javine, who gonna check me, boo? Madam CJ. Hello?
Okay. So if you want to learn more about her, check out the book On Her Own Ground by her great-great-granddaughter, Alleluia Bundles. If I said that incorrectly, please blame it on my head, not my heart. Okay? Or the Netflix series Self-Made. Shout out to Madam CJ Walker, who turned her pain into power and purpose. Working through that crown chakra. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with that stress of losing hair. Let's not let ourselves be stressed out. All right? Let's go within, figure out what the issue is, and work through it. Now, also, the actress who portrayed her in the series was Octavia Spencer, who was born on a Monday as well. She really embodied the character as she usually does. We would love to sit down with you or be a part of your world, Octavia Spencer, Miss Octavia Spencer, just to see what it's been like for you on your Born on a Monday journey.
Ooh, now let's talk about courage, okay? Inspired courage and legacy. This is AUTHERINELUCY. You understand? She stood for courage and love for self. AUTHERINELUCY, she broke barriers in 1956 as the first African-American student to enroll in the University of Alabama.
So this particular day, February the 3rd, holds significance in our journey as a collective, okay? February 3rd, 1956. Now, I do wonder why they had her start on Friday, but, either way, what she endured was heartbreaking. As she walked to school each day, AUTHERINELUCY was always in danger. She was the first African-American student to attend the University of Alabama. And many of the white people did not want her to attend. It's just a sign of the times, okay? On her third day of school, she had to lock herself in the classroom after an angry group of white students chased her and threw rotten eggs. I'm very thankful that we have at least gotten somewhat better. We still have a ways to go, but we're getting better daily, all right? Now, 32 years later, Lucy was honored by the same college that tried to keep her from attending. Now, the university ended up reversing her expulsion. She was expelled. They said it was for her own good, and she was able to earn her master's degree. All right. I think she also attended Miles College, where she earned her undergraduate degree. But that resilience, she was able to graduate with her daughter in 1992, and the U of A actually renamed an education building for her in February of 2022. I believe that was right before she transitioned in 2022. So we just wanted to say thank you for not just her, but everybody that has come behind her for your contribution to our overall growth as a people.
For sure. Her story shows that love for your community and your future can keep you moving, even in the face of hate.
Now, look, let's try and tie all this together with a little bit of money, okay? I know that's what everybody wants. Give me that money.
Just money. Money.
So look, we had another significant thing that occurred on this day that some of us as Black men have still been trying to overcome the challenge of to this day. So the 15th Amendment was ratified on February the 3rd in 1870, giving Black men the right to vote. It was supposed to be a game changer for political and economic power, but it didn't end up that way.
Yeah, I like those are the S's that I just dread. It's supposed to be, but the reality was much different. States use things like literacy tests and poll taxes just to keep us from the polls. But the lesson here is that having a voice politically and economically is everything. Everything, I say.
Right, exactly. So look, building financial power starts with education and community. Each one teach one, okay? Pull somebody to the side. Hey, look, man, the game does not stop being gatekeepers. We can grow as a community. Let's all get together and grow, okay? Building financial power, it starts with education and community. Whether it's starting a business like Madam CJ Walker or advocating for policies that uplift our communities, we've got to invest in ourselves. Do not forget the importance of trust, LLCs, and generational wealth. Those are the tools that ensure our legacy lives on. That was one of the key points that Madam CJ Walker had, and some of the issues that she was going through with her daughter. They highlighted it a little bit because she was looking for an heir when she found out that she was looking for somebody to continue on with her legacy when she got sick. All right. Now, I know you got a card of the day. Now, I do have a card of the day, and it ties in because even when growing and building legacy and change, it comes with boundaries, right? So I want to also just, since we're talking about Madam CJ Walker, let's talk about Madam CJ Walker and the boundaries, right? Before I get into the card of the day, Walker built her empire by setting clear boundaries around her business, around her finances, and around her vision. She didn't allow others to drain her or dictate her path, which brings me to the spirit animal of the day. And the spirit animal of the day is the octopus, right? The octopus serves as a reminder that success requires
structure, and it requires self-preservation. Now, the octopus signifies a wonderfully perceptive mind paired with a lack of healthy boundaries. Unfortunately, this results in well-intended but messy relationships. If you watch Self-Made, then you will understand that off rip how this card can resonate. The octopus entwines itself into other people's business, you understand, and shares their own without any restraint. They believe that they believe that that's what it means to be close, you understand? So if you notice after spending time with someone and you feel drained or you feel uneasy, the essence of the octopus may be at play here. So begin to establish those healthy boundaries. Be patient and firm. It may be a very old habit to change, okay? So when it is in balance, you're interested, you're engaged, you're intelligent. When it's out of balance, you're needy, clingy, and you lack courage. And if you're looking to bring this into balance, you may require some alone time, some space to oneself, and even some talk therapy. So land, legacy, and legal currency, the octopus entanglement mirrors how financial and legal matters can become complicated if boundaries are not set. Generational wealth requires strategic planning, legal protection, and knowing when to separate personal relationships from business decisions. With land, legacy, and legal currency, this goes hand in hand with boundaries, with visions, and with perseverance. The octopus card fits perfectly, reminding us that entanglement can lead to unnecessary distractions and energy drains, especially when building something lasting, just like Madam C.J. Walker did.
Yeah, man, don't throw out the whole legacy and the whole generational wealth just because you and the person that you started with ain't getting along, man. Think about the bigger picture, not just yourself, okay? Because watching Self-Made, it gave us a glimpse into Madam C.J. Walker's journey. But let's be real. There's no way they could fully capture the strength she carried. All right? She had to fight for her vision, stand firm, and lay down the law. That's what it takes to build something real. People can try to take the recipe, but they'll never be able to recreate your unique magic. Your journey, your vision, and your execution are what set you apart. And I know this because I lived it. Many of us, natural-born healers, wounded healers, business owners, coaches, and specialists, step into the world to uplift and grow. But one thing we all learn fast, if you don't set boundaries, people will drain you, distract you, and derail you, okay?
Yeah, we are moving from bitter to better, learning from experiences, standing firm in our vision, and not letting others turn your better into bitter. That's the whole lesson here. So when you're building something that's meant to last, you're going to need structure, you're going to need a strong plan and a solid foundation. There's no way around that. And when you truly believe in what you see, you have to protect it. Because here's the truth, not everyone will see your vision the way you do. Some people will think your vision belongs to them. They'll try to claim it. They'll try to copy it. They'll try to sabotage it. And that brings me to the Krabby Patty formula. I can't help but tell this story. At least this is what I think about when somebody is trying to take what's not theirs. Okay, so story time. Wrote a song about it. Like to hear. Here it go. You remember how Plankton was always trying to steal the recipe. He swore that if he just had the secret formula, he can recreate the magic of the Krusty Krab. But every time he tried, he failed because having the recipe, that's not enough. You need the skill. You need the execution. You need the essence. That's what makes it what it is. You need SpongeBob. You need Squidward. You need the mindset and the hustle of Mr. Krabs. You can make it a nice sauce, but Mr. Krab made it a hot sauce. He made it to the point that everybody was putting that shit on everything, just like Madam C.J. Walker. The same thing for Good Burger. Mondo Burger had their own thing. I'm showing my age right now, so sorry, not sorry. The same thing for Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. You understand? Mondo Burger had their own thing going, but their greed made them turn their better into bitter. They wanted what Good Burger had, and even though they already stood out and they had the biggest burgers, what happened? They got exposed. So the lesson in all this, where are you going, Telly? The lesson is you can have the ingredients, but if you don't have the touch, if you don't have the experience and the soul behind it, it's not going to hit the same. Just like the hater, Addie, she had the formula, but Madam CJ Walker made it hotter. You understand? My recipe is for my tribe. It's for our taste buds. So if you try to copy it, it's not going to look the same. It's not going to feel the same. It's not going to taste the same. So you know what? Tell people to bag back. This is not for you.
So listen, when you're on your journey, you will lose people along the way. You have to understand, action without vision, that's a nightmare. Vision without action, that's a daydream. So look, you'll have doubters, drifters, and people who swear they got your back, but don't believe in an ounce of your dream. And guess what? That's fine, all right? Because knowing who's really for you, that's half the battle. People will reveal themselves, and when they do, that's your sign to move accordingly. So set your boundaries, protect your vision, and don't allow people to cross the gun line, boss. You are the master.
Ooh.
Martin Luther King Jr. once said, we know through painful experience that freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. This was written in a 1963 letter from a Birmingham jail. All right. Speaking of boundaries, we have wood grain. Wood grain, that's what this reminds me of. When our oppressors don't give respect, action is necessary. That's action. You have to make action, plans of action. And sometimes you are your own oppressor. So don't always look for external oppression. Sometimes you have to look at yourself inwardly and deal with the internal oppression that you are causing in your own life. Boundaries aren't just personal. They apply to society, business, and legacy building. Respect is earned. When it's not given, action is necessary. That's the energy that builds lasting change. We got wood grain merch coming soon, MBM merch coming soon, cracked open. All right. We are also working on our very first ebook called Monday Born Mentality.
What is it called? Wait, what's it called?
It's called Monday Born Mentality. Harness the power of your birthday for success. Not just the numeric portion of the day that you arrive, but the actual day. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You know what I'm saying? And whatever day you arrive, you came here for a reason. All right? You arrived here for a reason. Let's make that reason make sense. Make it make sense for the crowd. All right? All right. So we've covered land, legacy, and legal currency. What's the takeaway for our listeners, Tell me?
The takeaway is love yourself, love your community, invest in your legacy, whether that's through knowledge, business, or family. Never stop building financial independence. That's where the true power lies. That's where your power lies.
Ooh, talk to me nice. Talk to them nice. I like that. Well said. Look, remember, every Monday is a new opportunity for a fresh start. Thanks for joining us on Born on a Monday. And just like Madam C.J. Walker, just like that series, collective efforts are helpful. You had a Thursday-born individual. That was Annie Turnbull Malone. Thursday is ruled by Sagittarius. What's ruled by Jupiter, which is ruled by Sagittarius. It's all about expansion. It's all about building, creating legacy. All right? But if they would have teamed together, she would have teamed together with the Monday-born Madam C.J. Walker, which Madam C.J. Walker tried to do. But Annie Turnbull just did not see her value at the time. It was unfortunate, because they could have done so many great things together. All right, we are better together. So for everyone ready to invest in this new wave, regardless of the day of the week you enter, we are most certainly looking to collaborate and grow as a collective. All right, each day of the week harnesses a different power, a different strategic energy that can be used for the overall growth of the collective. So remember, meditation before medication, mudras before murders. What's for you will be approved and improved. What's not will be removed and released. We are flesh. We are spirit. We are creation. MBM, baby.
We the brand. Ooh, we the brand. If you're not already, be sure to follow us. We are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. Be sure you can catch the recap on the YouTube. Monday Born Mentality. Talk to us nice. 12:21 on the clock. Ooh.